Daniel Berger led the field with 4 eagles at Pebble Beach this week. Certainly a rare bird, but he's got nothing over Kevin the Condor. Grab your tea time and maybe a quick selfie if you're lucky enough to spot the Bay Area's most popular amateur golfer.
Congratulations. Oh, thank you very much.
Whenever I go to the golf course or I'm just like walking around my neighborhood or just going into a store, people notice, like, are you the guy that got the Condor? And I said, yeah, I am.
It's been a couple months since Castro Valley's Kevin Pond achieved what many consider the impossible in golf. But there it is, written on his scorecard. A 4 under par on 1 hole, fittingly called a Condor.
Most people don't even know what it is because it rarely happens.
How rare, you ask? He's just the 5th golfer ever to get one. And it's the only Condor ever recorded on a par 6, like the famous 649-yard 18th hole here at Lake Chabot in Oakland.
I mean, one thing I could say is the conditions were really good that day.
All made possible by a drive that would blow Dustin Johnson away.
I mean, how often do you hit a 550-yard drive? I mean, that's just crazy.
Nobody saw the ball land, but Pond assumes it got a once-in-a-lifetime bounce off the cart path and kept rolling down the fairway.
My friend's like, hey, there's a yellow ball way down at the bottom. And I'm like, no way. Is that really it? I've never been down there ever.
It left him with about 100 yards back up the hill to a blind flag. And after a couple bounces, it hit the pin and dropped.
The conditions and luck were the main factors, as I see it, and maybe some divine intervention. I don't know. Lightning struck me twice on 1 hole.
Pond didn't actually see the ball go in the hole. Fortunately for him, Chabot Marshal Artie Yamashita did.
After that happened, I was in my cart going through the parking lot, and he, I encountered him and said, congratulations on a great shot. I go, what were you laying there? And he says, 1. And that's when I lost my mind, because it just makes a hole-in-one look very commonplace.
According to the PGA of America, the odds of an average golfer getting a hole-in-one is roughly 12,000 to 1. An albatross, 6 million to 1. But there are no odds for a condor. In fact, there are 60 times more condors in the wild than there are on a golf course.
It's funny, one of the other reporters asked me, if you were the only one there, no one in the world would believe you. And I told her, I was like, I wouldn't believe them either.
Pond keeps the ball from that day mostly locked in a drawer at home. And in the process, he's unlocked a little imagination at this scruffy Muni course in the Oakland Hills, which boasts the only par 6 west of the Mississippi.
I'll see these people standing there, and I just jokingly commented to this guy who's standing there watching the shots. I go, what, are you waiting for a Condor to happen? He goes, heck yeah. And so it makes me laugh that all of a sudden this has become the latest amusement.
I'm going to try to get one right now.
By the way, Pond has never had a hole-in-one before.